This is the warning for everyone who is planning to celebrate Halloween this year. Please listen carefully. If your dog hides on Halloween night, do not celebrate it, because there is always a real entity among people, wearing human costumes and pretending to be real humans, but are not. You think your dog is afraid and hiding just because of the Halloween scenes, costumes, and noises, but the truth is that it can sense that entity among you all. What does it do, and how does it bring harm to people wearing human costumes? Watch these 3 cases to know that, but most importantly, who is that entity? Watch till the end to find out. This first story takes us to Orlando, Florida. It was Halloween night. A house filled with friends, laughter, costumes, and decorations everywhere. The pumpkin lights flickered, music played, and everything seemed perfectly normal. Until the dog reacted. As soon as the group gathered in the living room, the Labrador backed away, ears flat, tail down, and it crawled under the bed. It did not bark. It did not growl. It just hid, staring at something the humans did not notice. The owner said, "Poor thing, scared of all the costumes." But the dog's eyes were not on the decorations or the guests. They were fixed on a boy standing by the corner. He looked like a normal 17-year-old. A new addition to the group, someone no one really knew. Everyone thought he was a new guest or a friend of the owner. He smiled politely when people talked and laughed along. The evening went on. Everyone left the house for the city celebrations. Hours later, the city became very messy. Someone fired a weapon. People were screaming. A 17-year-old walked calmly while everyone else was scared. By the end of the night, the owner was gone. He had been targeted. Friends were in shock. Neighbors could not understand how someone so young could do this. This was the first incident in which that ghost came wearing a human costume and took the life of the owner. Keep watching to know the reason, because on that same Halloween night, miles away in another home, a different dog went silent, and no one suspected the horrors that were about to unfold there. It was Halloween night in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. A little girl was trick-or-treating, laughing and running with her friends. The streets were full of people in costumes, with pumpkin lights glowing everywhere. Everything seemed normal, but the family dog sensed something wrong. It stayed close to the girl, hiding, and staring at a figure in the crowd. It did not bark. It did not growl. It just crouched and watched. The figure approached, friendly, smiling under a mask. It said softly, "Hey, I just need to pick something up. Come with me for a second." The girl, thinking it was safe, stepped aside. As they moved a little away from the main crowd, she noticed something strange. Around her, there were other people in costumes too, standing silently, not moving like normal trick-or-treaters. She thought it was just her imagination or the same people from the party. Before she could react, the friendly figure joined with the others. The girl was surrounded. In an instant, she was grabbed and taken by the group of entities in costumes. They carried her away, far from the streetlights, far from anyone who could help. The dog stayed behind, hiding, watching, powerless to stop them. No one else noticed what had happened. To the crowd, it seemed like Halloween fun continued as normal. That night ended with the girl taken, a dog's warning ignored, and another Halloween marked by fear. Then came the third incident on the same night of Halloween. In a house in Houston, Texas, friends were gathered for a party. The place was full of decorations, orange lights flickering, and costumes everywhere. Everyone was laughing and joking around, but the dog knew something was not right. As the guests arrived, the German Shepherd pressed itself into a corner. Its ears were back, its body tense. It did not bark. It did not growl. It just stayed low, staring at a man wearing a Michael Myers mask. Everyone assumed it was just Halloween fun. "Relax, it's just a mask," someone laughed nervously. But the dog did not move. Its eyes never left the masked figure. The man acted completely normal. He joked, mingled, and smiled politely. No one suspected a thing. Then suddenly the laughter stopped. A scream cut through the music. Guests froze in horror. The masked figure moved quickly and without warning. Before anyone could react, the host, the one whose dog had been hiding, was gone. The dog stayed close, whimpering softly. Its gaze locked on the figure that had caused the end. 3 incidents, 3 dogs that hid, 3 victims in danger. And all of it happened on the same Halloween night. Neighbors reported that at the exact same moment, the clocks in 3 different cities stopped for 1 minute and 37 seconds. When they restarted, the temperature had dropped suddenly, and the dogs in the neighborhood began howling in unison. If you noticed, each dog reacted the same way, hiding, staring, refusing to approach the person who was about to cause harm. Each human seemed normal, friendly, and perfectly safe until the moment they were not. So, what connects these 3 terrifying events? Why did the dogs sense danger that no one else could see? And who or what was behind the loss and the taking? You have watched the stories unfold. You have seen the warnings ignored. Now, the truth is coming. The same unseen rhythm tied each place together, an ancient pattern repeating every 31st of October. It takes shape in human form, borrowing faces that feel almost right. The entity that caused all 3 incidents was not what it seemed, but to understand exactly who it was and how to protect yourself if your dog acts this way, you need to listen carefully to the next part. The 17-year-old who fired the weapon in Orlando was not just a troubled teen. The friendly figure who lured the little girl in Wisconsin was not just a kind stranger. And the masked man at the Houston party was not just another partygoer. In all 3 cases, the humans were actually the same type of entity, wearing costumes, blending in, pretending to be normal, friendly people, but they were not human at all. They moved among the crowd, invisible to the unsuspecting eye, but the dogs could see. Legends say these entities feed on fear masked as festivity, drawn to the false safety of laughter and light. They mimic humanity, but the imitation is imperfect. The eyes blink out of rhythm. The smiles hold too long, and their voices echo faintly even after they stop speaking. If someone new tries to join your group on Halloween night, watch closely. Overly friendly strangers, male or female, could be hiding something. Do not trust someone who tries too hard to be your friend. Be wary of isolation attempts. If anyone says, "Come with me just for a second," do not go alone. Keep the group together. Trust your uneasy feelings. If something about a person feels off, even if they smile or joke, do not ignore it. And watch your dog's behavior. Your pet is your first warning. If your dog hides, freezes, or stares fixedly at someone, take it seriously. Danger is near. Remember, where the dog hides, the entity is close. Ignoring this warning can be dangerous. Keep friends close, stay alert, and do not let strangers separate you from your group. And when the night grows quiet and your dog starts to tremble for no reason, turn off the lights, lock the doors, and wait. Because the moment you pretend it is nothing is the moment it finds you.